Damn, too late. They're gone. We should have headed out a bit earlier. Ah, well, we'll leave the dragon watching to the rest of the gang. Yeah. But, aw. I wanted to ride the Arseille. Come on, short stuff. There's more to life than gawking at machines. Aw, but there's so much to see. An engine room with 8 of the new model engines. A next-generation bridge with all the best information processing equipment. It'd be a dream. Your eyes lit up like candles. Still, Agate, what do we do now? Good question. First off, I'm gonna need a new greatsword if I want to keep being the heavy blade. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess you really can't repair a sword that gets broken that badly. Yeah, gonna have to buy a new one. Let's go order one at the weapons store in the South Block. Agate. Yo, Ted. You're the receptionist here, aren't you? Ah, looks like you didn't make it in time. I could try to raise the Arseille on the radio if you want. Nah, it's okay. So you came out here just to see if I caught the flight? That too, but we actually just got a rush delivery on the flight last night with your name on it. I just found it. A rush delivery for me. Yeah, a small package. Return address says Russell. From Grandpa? I thought it was gonna be a sword. That would have been so convenient. Well, then allow me to explain the Operation Dragon Capture. Yo, this meeting room. I like the color scheme. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our ground divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation. Wait, all the regions? So we're going beyond Boast for this? Possibly not by our choice. Last night's event showed that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. It's very possible it will move to another region at some point. Yeah, good point. The plan shall involve 12 airships in total, including the Arseille, which is to say it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve. 2/5 of the entire fleet. That's enough power to give our friend quite a reception. Julia, sir? Whoa. This is a map of the mission plan? Precisely. The Arseille is currently cruising in Beauce airspace. We shall be using the Arseille as the flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon Patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with wide area radar. If the Dragon so much as raises its head above the tree line, they will be able to find it. Then once the Dragon is found, ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid fire artillery to check the Dragon and guide it over Lake Valeria. At the same time, several patrol vessels armed with tranquilizer rounds will be scrambled from Leiston Fortress. Once the Dragon's pinned, they will intercept it. They will fire every tranquilizer round they have and sink the creature. That is the plan in full. Wow. Well, this is certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition. Yes, in that case, we'll have to destroy the Dragon with concentrated fire from all ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction, but we're ready for every contingency. Huh? Why would Queen Alicia want the Dragon alive? Dragons are creatures of myth, the oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain. I can understand that, especially since the Dragon's under the Society's control. Yeah, good point. Wait, that's right. That Lawrence, Leonhardt, whoever he is guy, had a gospel. That'd mean, yes, the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of the effect is roughly 5 ARG. All ships have ordered to get no closer than 10 ARG to the Dragon. As long as we do that, there should not be a problem. That should work, hopefully. Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days War. And should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left waiting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you. It's nice of you to say that, but how do I get the impression you think this plan is foolproof and invincible? Of course. If this plan is a problem, it's that we have to wait for the dragon to show its face. Well, that's a question. What do we do if the dragon doesn't show up? Given how Ouroboros has behaved up to this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They'll want to use their dragon to do something. They probably will, won't they? Yo Kai, welcome to the stream. Well then, bracers, once we've found the dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Until then, please make yourselves at home. I like this ship. Miss Bright. Is something wrong, General Morgan? I was taking a moment to looking over the battle plan again. A plan that can seem perfect when first drafted can show faults over time. Have you, found any problems, then? Nope. None that stand out. Short of the truly unpredictable happening, this plan should succeed. I'm afraid there will be no need for you this time. Well, I won't mind if that turns out to be true, but if we need to, we'll help as best as we can. You did, let us aboard after all, sir. You must suspect something could happen. It's possible, but remember, you will only act if our plan ends prematurely. I expect you to follow orders during the mission itself. Don't worry, we understand. We'll just watch for now and see what you guys can do. By the head on your shoulders, Miss Bright. We still have a little time before contact with the dragon. Use the time until then to ensure you're prepared. I guess we have to talk to everyone, maybe. Estelle, touring the ship? Pretty much, yeah. Wait a minute, are you drinking before a mission? This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and legendary dragon. Well, putting aside the genius bard bit, a legendary dragon, do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire? Why, naturally. There are quite a number of legends and tall tales of sightings, especially in the southern regions near both. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institute of Science was to launch an investigation, but then the 100 Days War broke out. Wow, sounds like you guys take the legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery, huh? You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation will have a more straightforward solution. Straightforward, huh? Erebonia is a far more, pragmatic realm than liberal. I would agree, depending on what pragmatic means. If something like this were to happen to the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of the dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who oppose it. Oh, trust me, I know. I played Cold Steel 1 and 2. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn down without mercy. That seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I do find it a bit sad. Alright, good chat, Olivier. Which is surprising. Need to find everyone else here. Shara, so this is where you are. Hey there, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yep. Enjoying the wind? Yes, the weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of our job, too, you know. Short breaks like these are good for keeping our minds sharp. Now's the perfect time. Yeah, I know. Hey, Shara, do you think the plan will work? To be honest, I don't know. Common sense says there's a very good chance it'll succeed. We have 12 patrol ships out on patrol as we speak, after all. Hard to imagine even something as powerful as a dragon getting away from all that. Yeah, I guess you're right. General Morgan was pretty confident too. That's just how he looks on the surface. Remember, he was none too happy to have bracers on board. And yet, he let us on anyway. That can only mean one thing. He's worried about how this will turn out too. Exactly. And that, Estelle, is why conserving our strength right now is a good idea. Makes sense. Guess I'll keep wandering around a bit. Words. Give me a second, chat. Good, that's what I'd like to hear. It's not every day you get to ride the Arseille. Enjoy yourself. True enough. See you, Shara. See you soon, Estelle. How many people are texting me during my stream about this early dinner? Yoo-hoo, Estelle. Hi, Dorothy. Seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet. This girl's so cute, she looks great from any angle. And by this girl, you mean the Arseille? Oh, Dorothy. You're as you as ever. Dorothy being her? Can you imagine? You too, Estelle. You're just as full of energy as always. Well, thanks. Wait, were you worried about me? Yeah, of course. I mean, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I'd have to be sad again. Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter, so it's my job to try and cheer people up, sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk to me anytime. I'll keep that in mind. It is wild that Estelle can just smile, have this smile on her face while, you know, Joshua's out there doing Joshua things. Yo, Estelle, killing time till the dragon shows up? More or less. How about you, putting stuff together for your latest scoop? Not really. Waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Even if it doesn't show up, at least we got a few nice shots of the Arseille. We're just lucky enough to even be here. Haha, you must be having a field day. You get to cover the fight with the dragon and the new cutting-edge ship all in one go. Hell, the dragon versus airships thing alone would make it the story of the decade. Every single reporter at the office raised their hand when we were taking volunteers to cover this. That figures. Congrats on getting picked for the job. Did you guys draw straws or something? Draw straws? Draw? No, of course not. I got picked because I'm a damn good reporter. All that effort during the coup is starting to pay off. Well, hey, more power to you. So even the Royal Army respects you now, huh? Hey, if you write good stuff, even the big guys will come knocking down on your door. By the way, if anything interesting's come your way, I'm free to swap a few stories anytime you want. We could always use a few good editorials to fill our pages. We'll see. Estelle can very easily brighten a room, you're right. Also bright, haha, haha. I'm doing pretty well. Estelle, hello. Are you finding it a little hard? How's everyone in chat doing? That's the real question. Are you finding it a little hard to calm down? Yeah, a bit. Really can't stay still for this. Can't stay still for this one. That reminds me, you always walk around like this on the passenger ships as well. It's her thing. Plus, it's the Trails fans thing. Trails fans like their NPCs. Now that you mention it, I do. I don't know, I feel kind of suffocated and trapped when I just sit down politely. That's very like you, Estelle. But I wouldn't worry too much about that on the Arseille. Huh? What do you mean? Property of the Arseille's family, it may be, but this is still a fully functional war cruiser. At full speed, its engine capabilities far exceed those of passenger vessels. If we go at flank speed, I don't think you'll even be able to remain standing. Is it seriously that fast with that new engine? You'll be surprised, I think. It's a bit like walking into a storm. I see. So that kind of makes all this the calm before the storm, then. Yes, after a fashion, this may be a very brief period of peace before the action begins. If you want to look around the interior, this may be your only chance. I better keep that in mind, then. Guess I better start wandering around faster. Yep, I'll see you later. Gotta find Zin, and then we're good. Maybe Julia has some dialogue. I should probably look for her, too, because I talked to Niall and Dorothy. I don't know if I had to, but I did. Zin, where are you? Oh, wait, there's more stairs here. I didn't even see this. It's not Julia. Or Zin. Actually, this room looks interesting. Alright, there's no, like... Oh, bed? I don't know if that'll move on the story like in Star Ocean 4 when you rest. Doing good since you're playing one of my favorite games of all time. Or one of my favorite games. Interesting. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see where the story goes with Sky 2. And like I said, depending on how the climax and the rest of the game goes, Sky 2 could be my favorite Trails game, which it doesn't have much competition. That's basically saying I can like Sky 2 more than Cold Steel 2. It's really going to come down to how the game goes from here and how it ends on if I like SC or Cold Steel 2 more. Because I very obviously like this more than both Cold Steel 1 and Sky 1. Estelle, good to see you. What brings you here? I could ask the same of you, Zin. I know, trying to catch a nap or something? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no, I thought I'd get a little practice in. I cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like this ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I'd guess. Yeah, I can never manage to sit still. Oh, Estelle. With your personality, I can totally see it. But practice, huh? Isn't this a little cramped for practice? Practice isn't all about movement, remember? There's plenty you can do even in a small space such as this. Huh? Like what? Breathing exercises, meditation for one, but practicing your forms is an important part of training as well. Especially for bracers like us who tend to get a little sloppy and let our styles fall apart from so much live combat. It's important from time to time to find a chance to return to the basics and correct yourself. That's a good point. I haven't actually done any disciplined practice for a while now. Hearing you put it that way makes me worry. I'm like an awful mess in a fight now. Oh man. It's nothing to worry about. I was speaking generally. Still, if resonated with you, then there's nothing lost by finding a chance to recenter yourself. My offer still stands to be a practice partner. Well, thanks, Zin. I may just take you up on that. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, Zin. I like Zin. All these characters I honestly kind of like. Even Olivia, I think Olivia is still my least favorite, but Olivia isn't as bad as Olivia is like really, really slowly growing on me. He hasn't done anything that makes me like him or love him, but he's just less annoying. I mean, he has his annoying lines every now and then still, but like, there's less of him, so I guess he's kind of growing on me. Easily least favorite still, though. I guess there is no dialogue from Julia. Signal from the Melder, dragon in flight in airspace above the Malga mine. All crew to battle stations. Guild observers report to the bridge. Here we go. This track? This is definitely a track we haven't heard. Or actually, have we heard this track? This sounds oddly familiar. But I wouldn't be surprised if this was our first time hearing it. Those gunfires. What's happening? Dragons above the Malga mine. Look at the display. Malga, so it's in Relent. I'm amazed we found it. Where shall we intercept it, sir? A good question. We need to lure it to the lake, but we cannot afford to let it near the capital. Our interception point will be near the Lendhart River estuary. Patrol ships, lure the dragon to riverside. Attack ships, forward! Aye, aye, sir. This is the Arseille to all ships. Our interception point will be the Lendhart River estuary. Was this tracking Sky 1, maybe? It sounds so familiar. All patrol ships lead the dragon to the interception point. Use Formation B. Attack ships launch and proceed to the interception point. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first time we're hearing this track, but also it sounds oddly familiar. Cassius, my man. To think he would actually fall into their hands. Perhaps I need to settle this myself. No. If I act, it will simply be the same thing all over again. He and I are in the same position, I suppose. Great Adios, who art in the sky, please guide us who stand upon this chaotic earth. All attack ships have launched. Estimate their arrival at 1220 hours. Full speed ahead, put us southwest to the interception point. Aye, aye, sir. Restore orbital power flow to all sections. Ahead, full helm, take us to the southwest of the Lendhart River estuary. Look at these drones. Do I get to play like a minigame or something? Probably not. Ready to fire, etc. The Cramel Cannon game from Tales of Eternia.